Boom. What's good? Back. This is like video 3 with this type of method that we doing. So intro, go.
A lot of artists don't do
I don't know how long this video is gonna be. I got like 3 or 4 main points. I like to keep these videos, at least the points I got, pretty short, because I know some people just don't want to sit here and listen for like 30, 45 minutes. And I don't even know if I got enough stuff to talk about for 30 to 45 minutes, to be honest with you. But first off, I hope everybody's doing well. I hope everybody's keeping their self grounded, keeping their head out the gutters, and just doing great. Thank you guys for another successful video. Thank you for allowing me to still create and do this. And thank you for being you. You know, everybody's uniquely made. And so I just appreciate all the minds and everybody that's like, dang, let me go check out what he got going on. So the main thing that like I'm gonna keep reiterating as I make these videos is even. That's like the best way to support independent artists moving forward. And, you know, obviously I still do everything on Bandcamp as well. I just want to keep trying to let you guys know that there is a bunch of different ways that you can support me and what I'm doing and what JrWorm is doing through Bandcamp, through the YouTube. There's a lot of different third-party sources that we use where you guys can also show love, not just the streaming services like Spotify and Apple Music. So if anybody is tapped in on that side of things, I do want to thank you. It does not go unnoticed, and I appreciate it. So I just want to take time and just recognize that once again. So just appreciate you. Thank you. And yeah. So today, the main point that I really wanted to touch on was talking about the difference between artists that make singles and an artist that makes albums. And this is a conversation that like has been brought up multiple times within like who I talk to artist wise and like different interviews and stuff, like what makes a single artist and what makes an album artist. And so I just wanted to talk about both of those. What I think makes a single artist is somebody that it doesn't even have to be like heavy production, but somebody that knows how to use their resources to make a good single, a good piece of like one song or like maybe a little like EP of like 3 songs. And they put all of their time, effort, energy into those 3 records, and it's phenomenal work. And I think that like somebody right now that's kind of doing it real good, in my opinion, is V's. I think Freddie Gibbs just dropped like a 3-piece. But the thing that's cool about it is if you are a good enough artist, you can do both. You know how to make a single when it's time to make a single, and you know how to make an album when it's time to make an album. But I think that there is a special uniqueness about making singles that like is lost in a way. I think a lot of people just like, they find a beat, they say some words, boom, they go to single, and you probably won't hear from them for the next like 2 or 3 months. And honestly, that is a method. That's a method if you're just trying to get your listens up. You just kind of throw out a really good single and then just fall off the face of the earth again. But I don't like doing that. Like I'll throw a single out and then I hope that it has good reception. But like in my heart of hearts, I love making albums. I love sitting down and having like a full idea come to the surface and just like what that looks like. Whenever I did The Median, I sat down with myself. I sat down with 10K. I sat down with Mess. I sat down with Moonchild. And I was just like, bro, I think I'm going to try and stretch every avenue of production that I can to see what it looks like in a album format. When I did Depository, it was more so like what I was speaking about and the tonality of family and friendships and what that has caused me to develop moving forward. But I think when I did the median, it was very, very very, very toned and locked in with what I can do for edits, what I can do for the artistry, on the mixing and mastering side of things. Of course, I was rapping too, but my main mission was to see what I could do behind the scenes. Really, I think as far as singles, yeah, it's just like very, very good on production, one, and very, very good on saying what you have to say and just dipping. And a lot of artists can't do that. And I think that if you want to stamp yourself as a solidified artist, if you want to stamp yourself as somebody that knows how to make music, you got to be able to pop out a good single when the time comes. So that's kind of my opinion with that. As far as making albums, I truly love the process that comes from making an album. I love how you listen to these records, and then some of the artists that you see, they go on interviews and they talk about their expression and what made them say what they said. Why did you pick that beat? Why did you tap in with this producer to get the outcome of that song? Why didn't you tap in with this other producer? I think if it's made not in a label standpoint, but just like you wake up one day and you're like, oh, I have things to talk about and I want to put it in a project. I want to put it in an album. I think that there's love behind that. I think that like all of y'all, anybody say like, if you make an album, you technically think that's your child. Like you formulate it so well that you're just like, bro, I love this thing that I made. And honestly, if I'm being real, like with my work, I didn't start loving my projects until like recently, especially with like the median, specifically Depository for sure. And then as far as 10 Worms, yo, Snap, I listened to that like I just dropped it again, you feel me? The tape we got with Dunk, the tape we got with Ton, like there is something to love about those projects when they were made, and then you go back and listen to it and then you just see the elevation through each tape we did. And I love how I was able to mix and master all of them, and it just shows like how well I've gotten through all of it to this point. So I'm more than excited to see where my brain takes it next, because it's a beautiful, beautiful creation. And albums, like I just want to consider myself an artist. But if it came down to like what type of music do you do, I love making albums, bro. Some of them can be think pieces. Some of them can be like something with a concept. Other times I'm just rapping. I just got something to speak on. And I just want to see what else I can do. You know, I think some of the craziest projects that I'm just loving right now. Obviously, I think I mentioned this on the last video. Wakai, he's been an album artist to me for a very long time. You know, you obviously got Cole. I'm blanking right now on like other people. Mavi's record, amazing, beautiful. Mike's records, amazing. I love the concepts that they talk about. And when you listen to albums, and I'm talking like you sit or you in the gym, you're driving, and you just listen from top to bottom, and you see like how they got to where they are. And then if you listen to enough albums, you kind of see how some people can't be an album artist and how some people can only be an album artist. Like it's a certain recipe that some people follow when they make albums. Like the first half of it is like the super bass heavy, saying what I gotta say, super bass heavy, and then the bottom half is like very, okay, now it's time for you to really see what I'm speaking on. I'm really rapping, and I follow that method a few times. It's not a bad method. It's just I know that is something that a lot of artists use, and so yeah, I just think both areas are expression, just in different ways. And you know, I think that once you get to a point of artistry where you just love the music, you're just able to like make whatever, and then you're just like, all right, whatever, this is gonna be a single. All right, whatever, you can put this on the album. And then that is what really like what I resonate with, because you could hear a single and then that damn near be better than some of the projects that people put out. And obviously you listen to some projects and that'd be better than some of the singles people put out. So I think it's all just a beautiful realm. And yeah, it's just something I wanted to speak on for a little bit. So the next thing, this really doesn't have to pertain to music. I just wanted to, I guess it's more like advice. It's more of just like, okay, I'm sitting here. It's more so necessarily for me, so I can look back at this one day and just be like, okay, I said this at this time. But it can also be something that you can take away from it too. But the only thing that I really wanted to say is like, don't stress. And what I mean by like, don't stress is like, of course, I'm growing up. Of course, it's really time to start making some deciding factors in my life and making some real adult choices. And you know, you could think adult too, you can think like child, teen, elder, but you're gonna always have an area of like stress. And so I wanted to just come on here and remind you that it is okay to be in the position that you're in right now, as long as you're working for better, as long as you're doing it correctly. And, you know, I just thank God that I'm even here at this age, because a lot of people can't even, they didn't even make it to this age. And so just don't stress, my boy. Just don't stress. It's going to be okay. As long as you are doing it within the correct means, as long as you are doing it within the correct vibrations, and you are taking that time to resonate with what you did today, how you're feeling, how you're acting. Keep locking in with your emotions. Stay in tune with who you are and where you want to be. It will be okay. Some days are better than others, and not all days are going to be great. But the key thing is to have a steady and calm mind, and to not stress about everything that is thrown at you. And if something that is something's on you, on your mental, on your chest, you think about it and you're like, okay, how am I going to get through this in a productive and positive way? And as long as you have these core ideologies and core beliefs, it will be okay. It'll be more easy to get through. And so just thank you for being here today, and thank you for showing up. You know, a lot of people take that for granted. So just appreciate the fact that you showed up today. And the last thing I wanted to talk about, it's not really a review. I kind of did that more so like last video, but I did want to talk about just this project in specific. So I guess it is a review. I don't know. It's this album called Still Growing by this artist called Kia. And boy, when I tell you, crazy record, such an amazing record that, like, bro, I'm talking about from the intro to the outro, the cover art, the names of the songs, who he has as features on the songs. You can tell that he sat down and he crafted this. And then it goes back to that point that I made earlier about being an artist and being able to make albums. And he made an album, bro. And, you know, I'm very blessed because I actually got the chance to talk to him a little bit. And I just told him, I was like, yo, you got a amazing record here. And he was just like, I appreciate it. And it's just like small conversations like that where as an artist, it's cool. It's cool because, you know, you showing love and they showing love back, one. But two, it's cool because you see what it took to get there. And he took some time out of his day to recognize like, oh, word, I appreciate it. And so it's like, it's beautiful. It's really a phenomenal record. And the day it came out, I listened to it like twice, 3 times. It was awesome, bro. Let me tell you. Some of my favorites, I actually added like most of the songs to my playlist, but some of my favorites, The Payoff, Brothers in Arms, Rap 27, Closer Than You Think, bro. Closer Than You Think is so crazy. Talks with Inner Me, Window Seat, that's the outro, an amazing outro. And I'm a fiend for good outros too. And he hit it spot on. Like, he did his thing. Yeah, bro. I think he did some music videos for it. But he was promoting it like through Instagram. Like, he was promoting it online, and every single video he did was just spot on. And yeah, I can't wait to see what he does next. I really do rock with his style. I rock with his presence. I've seen him like do a lot of shows, and he's so interactive with the crowd. I just want to, you know what I'm saying? I just want to go to a show. I just want to see him in person too. I think he's a phenomenal artist, and I cannot wait to see what he does next. So it wouldn't be a true video of mine if I didn't put a verse in. And I'm looking on the Bible app right now. The verse of the day, we got Matthew 5:7. Blessed are the merciful, for they will be shown mercy. Think it's important thing to note what a merciful character looks like, what a merciful spirit and soul looks like. When it speaks on they will be shown mercy. You got to remember that like we're giving mercy like every day. Like just being here right now is mercy. And I just give praise through and through every day. And I thank the Lord up above that he has decided to keep me here for another day. Because it's been a lot. It's been some hardships I've gone through. It's been some choices that I probably shouldn't have made. It's been some decisions that I shouldn't have leaned towards. But I just thank God. I really do. Because a lot of people aren't here today. And he decided to keep me here. And yeah, that's really all I got to say. Thank you guys again for watching another video of mine. Just keep on working for excellence. Keep on striving for greatness. Yeah, let me know if this is like y'all rocking with this still. Like, I'm having fun. This is new to me, but like I'm having fun with just like setting up the camera and just talking on like different points. I think it's really cool. So, still don't know how I'm gonna do these outros, but feel me, we got another one. Good job. Y'all have a great day, great night.